Hello students, welcome to lecture number 11 of SME, Small and Medium Enterprises. In previous lecture we have talked about business plan. In business plan we have defined business plan. Then because of its technicality and time shortage we divided the business plan into two parts, part 1 and part 2, although there is no two parts, but for the sake of easiness I have divided into two parts. The contents I have divided into two parts. In part number 1 we have explained executive summary, company summary, products and services. We have explained in very detail these contents of the business plan. In part number 2 or some of the contents were left over there, were remaining. So then in today's lecture we are going to explain point number 4, 5 and 6. In point number 4 we have market analysis and strategy. Then in 4.1 we have got SWOT analysis, 4.2 sales strategy, 4.3 pricing strategy. In point number 5 we have got management, 5.1 personnel plan. Point number 6 financial plan. In financial plan we have got 6.1 break-even analysis, 6.2 projected profit and loss. We are not starting from the scratch regarding business plan. We have already discussed all these things in very detail. What is the rules and regulation for writing executive summary, then what should be there in company summary, then how we are explaining product and services in our business plan. All these things we have discussed in very detail. If you don't know these things, you should go to the previous lecture, lecture number 10, and then you will see part 1 of business plan. So today we are explaining the remaining contents of business plan, in which we have got market analysis and strategy. So how we are conducting market analysis? Obviously we are using different tools for market analysis, but here we have taken just only one type of tool, which is called SWOT analysis. In previous semesters we have studied about SWOT analysis. SWOT is an abbreviation of strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Strengths and weaknesses, which is the part number 1 of SWOT, that is existing inside the organization. Opportunities and threats are existing in the external environment of the organization. So you are conducting SWOT analysis of your organization, in which you are writing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats for your organization. Obviously you have not started the organization yet, but imaginary you can conduct SWOT analysis for your internal environment as well as external environment. It will give you a clear picture of your internal environment as well as external environment. Based on the SWOT analysis you are making sales strategy as well as your pricing strategy. In sales strategy, what is there? In sales strategy you are clearly explaining each and everything, that how you will be conducting sales, how you will be involved in sales practice. There are many options, there are many strategies in sales strategies. Maybe your own sales force strategy, to sell your product to the people by your own sales force in case. So when we are using our own sales force, in case the product is very technical, it needs to be described and explained to your clients and customers, like insurance policy organizations, internet services, or pharmaceuticals or pharma or medicines, or some heavy machinery and technical machineries, which needs to be very much explained to the people, to the clients and customers. So in that case you can use your own sales force, maybe through conventional distribution channel, producer, wholesaler, retailer and consumer, etc., or a mixture of your own sales force and traditional distribution channel, or you may be providing your service of online selling. So all these things you are clearly writing over there with proper reasoning and logic over there, with its merits and demerits, which strategy you selected and why. All these answers should be included in your business plan over here in the sales strategy. Then 4.3 in market analysis and strategy, that is pricing strategy. You have studied in first semester in principles of marketing, different pricing strategy, penetration strategy was there, in which you are keeping your prices low. There were two reasons for using the penetration strategy, whether the product is new in the market or the product is of lower quality like Chinese mobile. So this is how you are using penetration strategy, or based on your product and organizational structure you may use skimming strategy. You know the definition and meaning of skimming strategy, the concept of skimming strategy, in which the prices are kept higher. Why? Because the product is innovative, the product is technical, the product is having high quality. So based on the nature of your product, you are writing your strategy along with the logic and proper reasoning. So this part of point number 4 will give you market analysis and strategy. Point number 5 is regarding your management. In management, first thing that you are writing in your business plan, you are making your organizational chart or organizational structure, hierarchy of the organization, in which the overall structure of the organization, managerial levels in different positions are clearly mentioned, along with the personnel plan. How many employees, what number of employees will be there at first level of managers, middle level of managers, lower level of managers, workers, assistants, boss. All these things must be clear over here in the personnel plan. It is not personal plan. Personal means shakhsi, your own. Personnel, people, human resource plan. Along with their salaries, along with their positions, their salary amount is also must because of your financial plan. So each and everything regarding your human resources must be crystal clear over here. If something is ambiguous or left over here, it means your business plan is incomplete. Then when you have done with this part of your business plan, which is management, then you are moving to the last part of your business plan by the name of financial plan. In financial plan, some students are asking that how it is possible that we are giving different figures. Obviously it is projected, it is forecasted plan, not original plan, based on your previous experience or based on the advices of the consultants or looking towards the record of your competitors. You are forecasting your different inflow and outflow of your finance or money. In financial plan, what you are doing here in 6.1, there is break-even analysis. You know the concept of break-even. Break-even means that you are going neither in loss nor in profit. Every organization is trying its best at their initial stages to reach to the break-even point very soon or very quickly. For this, you are taking your inflow of money, outflow of money, you are making forecasted or projected income statements, balance sheets, etc., inflow and outflow of your money. Then you will be able to make your break-even analysis after 3 months, 5 months, semi-annually, after 1 year, after 2 years, 3 years, based on the nature and structure of your product and demand for your product existing in the market. Then at the last, you are going to the projected profit and loss. So how it becomes possible? Projected profit and loss is only possible when you are making projected or forecasted or imaginary income statements, balance sheets, your expenses sheet. When you are making it on the monthly basis, then you are converting it into quarter basis, semi-annual basis and annual basis. Then you are doing it, and with the help of it you will be able to know about your break-even analysis. Also when your profit will be starting with different expenses, or you can say that here you are taking imaginary inflow of money and imaginary outflow of money with all income or revenue and expenses. So this was your business plan. Still, to learn your business plan, you should cover these 2 lectures. Lecture number 10 and 11 or part 1 or part 2 of business plan. You should not write part 1 and part 2. I have written part 1 and 2 just for the sake of my lecture. I divided this one lecture into 2 lectures because of some technicalities, internet problems and some other technical problems. You should go in one step, like contents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should cover each and every content of this business plan. Still, you should search some business plan, practical business plan, or read it, and it is your homework to prepare a business plan for any organization, an imaginary organization. So this is your homework for your final exam. Be with me for coming classes. Stay at your homes. Be safe. Focus on your study. Khuda Hafiz.